the legend himself again.
Thank you.
Yeah, he needed to say something.
How does this one work?
Nobody gave him attention.
Wow.
Uh,
Yeah, it works. So, Joe the dog is gonna speak now to you guys. It's not me. So, Joe, you come? Where is he? Oh, he's scared, huh? How do you guys like our TPR mascot? He's cute, huh?
Yeah, he's so cute.
He needs like a TPR pullover. Perfect. Easy, guys. So I also, first of all, want to congratulate you guys. It was a beautiful event, insane event. I'll have to move it over. Is it like that, actually? Ah, no, shit. Yeah, I got it. Yeah. Makes sense. Okay, like it's good. So again, congratulations on the event. It was insanely sick. I really, really loved it, especially like, I don't know, I've never seen you guys speaking or heard you guys speaking, and especially testimonials, you guys did very, very well. And that comes from someone that, you know, has been on many events, has listened to a lot of speakers, and that's really, really nice. So the quality of what you guys did is insane, so I'm very, very proud. And I also just wanted to give you a couple of ideas, and I'm a big fan of these like 2 points, 3 points, 5-point plan, and I want to give you a couple of, you know, click moments. I like how Larissa said it, like some click moments that helped me a lot in the business. And the thing is, for me, they didn't make click in the beginning. They only made click after me being a couple of years in the industry. But I still remember my mentors gave them to me. So the first one I want to give you is basically my mentality in this business, which is always 5 years for the rest of your life, okay? I will just write it down. 5 years, okay? I know my handwriting is shit, but I guess you guys get it. Okay, so 5 years for the rest of your life. 5 years means my mentors, when I started, because I was telling someone outside that I was so insanely skeptical, right, when I joined this business. Like until today, after 7 years, I have never met someone that has had more skepticism than I had in the business in the beginning, right? I talked to tax lawyers, I talked to normal lawyers, I went through the whole internet. I spent, so imagine this event, just like for 7 months, every Thursday, I went to these events every Thursday for 7 months straight, and I was always there asking the same question, right? And I was like saying like, oh, you guys are still here, right? After 7 months, because I thought they would go down, like they will do this 2 or 3 times and then they will disappear, right? So I was insanely skeptical, and I still remember there was one point where I talked to my very first mentor in the industry because I was very confused. I was so confused because when I went to this event, everything sounded so easy, right? Everything sounded like I joined, I will be rich tomorrow. Everything sounded so, yeah, so like you start and you do this and you blah, blah, and you invest a little bit and you build a business and you make like 5,000 euros, right? That's not like they sold us the business. And I was looking to my life. I was looking at that time to my mom, or at my mom, at my dad, at my family, at people that I know, and they were struggling. Like they were working 3 jobs and they couldn't make it. I'm like, how does this make sense? Like, why does not everyone know about this, right? So I was very skeptical. And then my mentor said something like, look, this is the easiest, hardest business you're ever gonna do, right? The easiest, hardest business. Network marketing and investing and trading, this is what we do, is actually really hard, but it's also insanely easy. And if you compare it in terms of time, it's insane because look, how long do you guys have, how long does it take you guys to make, be in an apprenticeship? 3 years, obviously, right? Or 3 years, 4 years? Apprenticeship, 3 years, same in Germany, right? So about 3 years, okay? So 3 years, you most likely, I don't know how it is here, but in Germany, you make shit money. Right, like 3 years are basically the bimbo, right? You like they tell you what to do, you make little money. It's more like it's like nothing, right? It's like just like for you to have a little bit of money so you can sustain yourself, but you cannot like have your own apartment, all this kind of thing. And then let's say you have 2 more years where you really get into the job, right? You start to make a little bit of money, but how high is the chance that if you get into the job after the apprenticeship, obviously your pay raises, you get more money, but how much raises do you get over the next 20, 30, 40, 45 years until retirement? Most likely not a lot, right? And then you also have inflation that takes your money away. So to set network marketing and trading into comparison, because everyone joins this business and thinks they need to be rich tomorrow. Everyone joins this business and has the expectation after a year, oh, I'm not a professional trader now and I'm not a profitable trader yet, this doesn't work, I'm not going to continue to do this. But it makes no sense. It is like an apprenticeship. It is like studying something. It's like it's like a job, right? And my mentors always said, Miguel, don't look left, don't look right, don't focus on the money, just do this for 5 years every day, and you will not think about money, and you will not waste any thought about money anymore, because you're gonna be financially free anyways, right? And the funny thing is that everyone that I know that has been 5 years in the industry constantly for 5 years is financially successful right now. It's a fact, right? Not many make it to the 5 years end and stay consistent. That's another thing. But that's with everything in life, right? People say, oh, so many people in network marketing trading, they don't make it. But like, let's be honest, like, let's talk about sports professional. Let's talk about becoming a singer, a rapper, a musician. Let's talk about becoming the 1% in general, or making a lot of money in general in life. Let's talk about having insane good grades. Not like, it is as any other endeavor in life and any other business that not everyone will make it. How many people do sign up for the gym in the beginning of the year? And how many stay? Right? Like, it's when most people quit. So it's the same thing, like, it's not different with a business, right? But the good thing about that the outcome after 5 years is way, way, way higher than anything else. That's why I say it's the hardest, easiest business you will ever do. It's hard in the beginning, but then it's very easy at the end. Because you basically outperform everyone else that you know, everyone else in the society with their jobs and with their studies, and it's all good to do that, right? Always like add more information, that's always good. But when it comes to having results with money and knowledge about money, again, the hardest, easiest thing you will ever do, okay? The second step, and I don't even need to write it down, I was just being bougie with this thing, but it doesn't make sense. The second step, which is very important, is that you guys need to understand that we need to join and just never stop, okay? So my mentors told me, Miguel, there's 2 things how you cannot become successful in this. Only 2 things you can do to not become successful in this. You don't join, and if you join, you just don't stay long enough. And I see so many people that have insane potential, but they just don't stick around. And sticking around, coming to the events, being on the sessions, being present, spending your time and swapping your time, even though you have family, friends, you have important things to do, but like taking as much time as possible, as humanly possible, from what you're doing right now and investing into this, into the community, into learning about trading, into building your business, connecting with people. That's what you need to do, right? So either you quit or you don't even join. These are the only 2 ways how not to become successful. There's a lot of internal information in the business where they say people that stay for at least 5 or 10 years and stick around, these are also most likely the top 1% of the company. So if you go into different network marketing companies, and network marketing is nothing that is like new, right? There's like companies, like I was talking to 2 of our guests that are, let's say, a little bit older than we are, right? And they have been in network marketing. And there's companies that's like Amway and Herbalife and whatever. These are companies that exist since years and years. Like they even, the crazy thing about their company is that they have a problem with their leaders because their leaders are dying now, right? They are so old, they're so long in this business that their top leaders are basically too old, they're dying, right? That's the problem they have right now. It's insane. So network marketing is something that exists since a long time, and a lot of people make money in it. But again, you need to stick around to become successful. And obviously it's faster than back in the times. Look, when I joined MLM, people told me my onboarding was now Miguel, talk to some people. That was my onboarding, that's it. No websites, no trainings, no nothing. Just like join, talk to people, okay? Now, obviously nowadays we have so much information, technology, everything is faster, everything is easier, right? So back in the times in network marketing, the craziest income in network marketing was 10,000 euros a month. That was like the top of the top. Now some people stop building this business because they are sad that they did not make 10,000 in the first year. And we actually have people, and again, that's very important. It's not the average, that's above average. It's not what everyone's gonna hit. But we have people that go to ranks that make more than 10, 15, something like that in the first 1 or 2 years. It is possible, right? And it's something that time evolved so fast in this business, which is insane. So think about it that, number 1, not joining. You guys joined. So you're already like 50% done. And the other 50% comes from just like be everywhere where this business is. And obviously now you guys are the ones here that have to build the business, right? You guys are Norwegians most likely, or you live here, so you guys will build your future. It's about you guys doing these same events. It's about you guys taking the information from the platform, from us leaders, staying here and giving it to your own people, right? That's why we come here, so you guys see how it is. Like, that's how I started. I saw my mentors doing it, and I said, look, I'm gonna do this in my city, I'm gonna do this in my place, and I'm gonna inform people. I'm just gonna try, and who wants to will listen, okay? And the third thing I wanna give you is basically in this business, especially in the trading and in the network marketing, you will do a lot of things that feel very hard, right? You will do a lot of things that make no sense right now. What do I mean by that? You will start to talk to people about this business, and they will tell you, no, this doesn't work, this is that, don't do it, it's not going to work, you're going to lose all your money, right? Maybe you have parents, and your parents are going to be not supportive of this business. Maybe your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, whatever, is going to say, look, this is bullshit, don't do this. A lot of you are going to get a lot of bullshit. A lot of people are going to go against you, right? Because everything we do in life that is not average, people always go against it. People are afraid of what they don't know, right? So understand this, that I had to understand that some people will, some not, so what next, okay? The power of next, what do I mean by that? I have spoken to so many people about this business. And look, for me it's the same thing as it is for you. If I speak to someone, I present the business, I also get people that still today tell me, no Miguel, I'm not going to do it. I still get people that don't come on a Zoom call. I still get people that tell me, oh, this is a scam, it doesn't work, right? It's always going to be the same thing. So some will, some won't, so what next? There's enough people in this planet Earth that you can, build this business with. And the same thing with trading. So you will set trades, you will hit stop loss, you will lose money, you will lose accounts, and then continuing while you are seeing and constantly losing is something that we as humans are very difficult and most likely not going to do. And that's where the difficulty in this business comes from, is that every trade, every account, everything you do, and if you constantly do it and you don't see results, obviously you want to quit because you ask yourself the question, what is the sense behind me losing money and talking to people that don't want to join this business, right? And I'm portraying it very negative right now. But that's just what it's going to happen when you build this business, okay? And you need to be prepared for that. So when this happens, always tell yourself, and that helped me, some will, some won't, some will, so what? Sorry again. Some will, some won't, so what next, right? You can always go to the next trade, you can always open the next account, you can always talk to the next person. It is like, detach yourself from the results in the beginning, okay? Especially in the first years, detach yourself from the results. Focus on the impact, focus on how much you can learn, focus on making these mistakes, because look, I'm someone that constantly makes mistakes, but I don't care about it. I'm not ashamed about it anymore. I was ashamed when I joined the industry. I was as anyone else. I was ashamed to speak to people. I was scared speaking to people. I was scared exposing people to the business. I was scared using my last $100 to put them on a trading account and lose them. All of that happened too. But one thing that you learn once you become very successful is that it doesn't matter what other people say. It is like a training camp. It's like a game. Just train, talk to people, try and get better, right? There's nothing that's going to happen to you, because the worst thing that can happen to us, what? Is that we die. And I've never seen someone die because of network marketing, right? So you guys are good, okay? And that's true, because if you really go down the rabbit hole, it is the scarcity of like dying, right? That's like the biggest anxiety we can have. So everything else is pretty easy in that sense. You're not going to die if you jump on a Zoom call with someone. You're not going to die if you present this business. You're not going to die if you open a trading account and you lose some money and you do it again, right? So it's something that you need to constantly decide for. And again, some will, some won't, so what next? Always have this mindset, right? I drove kilometers and hours to have a meeting with a guy that he said he's going to join, and then I was there for 2 hours. I spent my last pocket money that I had, and then he said, no, look, I'm not going to join, this is a scam. And I drove all the way back, right? And obviously I was frustrated. Obviously I was like, shit, like, I don't have money right now. I needed to call my friends because I didn't have gas money. They needed to send me on my bank account. Everyone was sleeping, so I was like at 2 a.m. At 4 a.m., I was at the gas station for 2 hours calling friends. Everyone was sleeping. I was like staying there until 6 a.m. in the morning. Someone woke up, sent me money on my bank account, drove all the way back. My mom missed her job. I missed her job because I came back too late. Like, I had all of this shit just to present one person the fucking business, you know what I mean? And all of these moments that I collected, but I still stayed, because what you need to understand is that this business, trading, investing, business in general, life in general, is like a credit card that you need to fill with credit points, but you cannot use it right now, right? It's like in minus. You get this credit card when you join. Debit card, credit card, right? You get this card and you have to fill it up. You fill it up with work, with hours, with blood, sweat, tears, with disappointments, right? With teachings, meetings, information. And one day you can use this card. Basically, everywhere you put it, just money comes out, right? The beautiful thing about my life, and that's what I always wanted to have, is like I don't need to check the prices, right? It's like I still remember when I used to go once a year to a restaurant with my mom. It was a special event to go to a restaurant, right? And we ordered from the right to the left. You know what it means? First you check the prices, and then you check what you get. That's how we ordered meat, or just in general like food, right? So nowadays, for me, the most important thing is that I've charged my credit card over the last 7 years, and basically where I put it right now, it just swipes, it just works, right? And that's the mindset you have in this business. And that's what my mentors told me when I started this business, and I wanted to give you that because these are the things that stuck with me over the last 7 years and kept me going. And that was the stuff that, you know, at the end of the day, even the darkest times, the darkest hours, the most disappointing couple of, you know, like days or hours or minutes in my life that came through the business, because you get tested a lot if you want to be the best, right? There's a law in physics. If you drive fast, there's going to be wind against you, right? You're going to have this. And the same with that. Like, some of you guys just want to join and do it a little bit. You want to learn a little bit. You want to trade a little bit. But I was always the guy like, why don't I try to do my best and see where it takes me, right? Why don't I just like try the best? Because I joined, that's the last thing I want to say, I joined, and my goal was to make 500 euros extra. 500 euros, that was my goal, $500 extra. Why? Because $500 would have meant that my mom can leave Social Security, right? Because my mom was getting money from Social Security. That means I cannot earn money, because if I earn money, the government takes it again, right? So I needed to get my mom off Social Security. 500 euros changed everything for us. Now I joined the industry for 500 euros. Then I started to make 500 euros, and then I asked myself the question: look, if I can make 500, maybe I can do 1,000 a month. Then I did 1,000 a month. Then I said, look, if I can make 1,000 a month, I can also make a full-time income in Germany, which is about 2,000 euros at that time. So I made 2,000. And then I said, look, and that's absolute gangster money in Germany. No one makes, that's drug money. No one makes 10K, right? So I said, look, what if I push really hard and I achieve to make 10K a month? And I made it. And then I asked myself the question, look, how can I make 10K a week? And I made it, right? So I started somewhere. Like, I started very low, and I said 500, 1,000, 2,000, 10,000 a month, 10,000 a week, and a couple of thousands a day, right? That's like how you start. You don't need to start and say, I want to become the next millionaire. I did not start and say, I want to become the next millionaire. I started because I needed 500 euros. And then I always told myself, how can I continue? How can I get bigger? What do I need to do? And I was always coachable, hungry, and willing. And these are 3 aspects you need to write down. You need to be always coachable, hungry, and willing. Because all the information that we teach, and there is no doubt that this doesn't work. Why? Because we have so many examples that this works. So if it does not work for you, then maybe it means you are not working, right? Or you're not long enough in it. So you need to be always coachable. Coachable means don't have an ego. I've seen many people that destroyed their success in this business because they started to have a lot of ego, or they had ego in the beginning. So if you have ego in the beginning, which ego, EGO, stands for edging God out, you edge God out, because you are so full of yourself. It's always like about me, and I know how to do it. I'm not listening. I do it better. I will study on YouTube. You know, these people that join these events and they're like, oh, I don't need this. I'm going to watch a couple of YouTube videos. Like, look, good luck, bro. Like, I can also study how to become I don't know, like a doctor by watching a couple of YouTube. No, it makes no sense, right? So these are people that have pride and ego. Pride and ego will always edge you out. God will edge you out. You will not have the success, right? Never get the ego. Even if you hit ranks, you make results, you are now a big shot in the industry, everyone claps for you, everyone comes to see you, still have a low ego. Be humble, because God is going to continue to bless you, right? Another thing that I said is be coachable, willing. Willing means you need to have a will. Hungry, you need like without being excited of what you can achieve, you will not achieve anything, right? Like, if you're happy and everything is cool like how it is right now, and you feel comfortable in your comfort zone, nothing comes out of the comfort zone. You need to be kind of, how do I say? You need to be like kind of pissed, right? I was always pissed when I saw people. And by pissed, I mean I was very angry in a good way when I saw people that are more successful than I am, right? When I saw a Lamborghini driving by, which you see very rarely in Germany, or Porsche, right? And I compared it to the car that we had, which was like an old like an old Volkswagen Lupo or something, such a small car, I don't even know how people fit in there, right? I asked myself the question, why are we driving this car? Why are they driving this car? So I got, oh perfect, now he's shitting. Your dog is taking a shit. That was the hardest disrespect I've ever gotten. I thought the dog shit. So my dog was shit. I didn't think about it. So let's finish it, guys. Let's quickly focus again and finish it. So again, coachable, willing. You need to be uncomfortable and get pissed, right? Get pissed at your situation. Get pissed why your parents are still working. Get pissed why you don't have the money to afford to travel. Get pissed because you guys don't have thousands and thousands of euros on the bank account. Get pissed that there are still people that need your help and you're not helping them. Get pissed that you're not living up to your full potential. And number 3, coachable, willing, and hungry, which means every day wake up with hunger. Even be grateful and happy to what you have right now. What I always tell myself, I always say, I am so happy and grateful where I am right now, and so happy and grateful for where I'm going. I'm never, we call it blissful dissatisfaction. It's an interesting word, blissful dissatisfaction. That's my constant state. It means I am never 100% happy and satisfied where I am, but I'm always grateful for it, but I'm always hungry for more, right? So I constantly live in a state where I'm happy and grateful, but I'm never comfortable with it, you know? I'm happy for what I have, but there's always more, because you cannot create in life out of negativity. You can only create out of abundance. So you need to be happy and grateful for where you are right now, always. Because if you start to hate on your situation, if you start to say, look, I want to drive this car, but I don't even have a car, and you're always constantly negative about it, out of negativity you cannot create positivity, right? It doesn't work. So you need to be happy and grateful for, that's one of the biggest advice I can give you, mindset-wise, that I needed to change to really have an abundance lifestyle and have an overflow in money, an overflow in love and respect and people and like experiences, is once I started to be grateful for what I have right now, a lot more came into my life, right? And that is very important, that once you make all the money, or even now you're very grateful and happy, maybe you have parents that sponsor you, maybe you have a nice apartment, maybe you already have all the clothes you, like, yes, maybe you already live where you want to be, or maybe you cannot even imagine more than that. But look, there's so much more. And the most important thing in life is what I have found out for myself right now, and I'm 27, and obviously maybe it may change, but for right now, what I found out what is the most important thing in life is, especially if you're younger, collect as many experiences as possible. Pray for as many experiences, travels, F-ups, like fallings, new people, bad people, good countries, bad countries, good experience, but pray for as much you can get, because the more you get, the more fulfilled you will feel, because the more cultures you know, the more languages you know, the more experiences you made, the more money you made and lost, the more people you helped to smile again. And Larissa, I think, said it, that one of the most beautiful things is that if you do this business and people are grateful for it, you know, like you push hard and then there's someone that messages you and they're like, look, Miguel, because of you, or because of this community, or because of you guys, I have sense in my life again. Like, it's insane. I always say that, and that's what I'm the most proud, that's what I'm most proudful about this community, is that there are literally people that join us that have no vision for their life and future, and there are some people that wanted to take their life. Obviously, these are people that don't come out officially, and I would never ask them to talk about that, but they come to me in private, like, Miguel, like, I wanted to kill myself, and since I joined this, you know, it gives me purpose, like, there's positivity, there's like something that I can do, right? Because there's so many people that are just like literally lost, right? And let's be very honest. And I don't say that on events in general because it's like new people and I don't want to come across like too harsh, right? But I'm a harsh person kind of, because harshness teaches people. But look, like, let's be very honest, most people are just completely fucked. Like really fucked, like mindset wise, depressed, they just get drunk every weekend, they are too scared to speak to people, they are not able to, you know, like, yes, maybe in the outside, maybe when they're in the society, they're happy, they laugh, but like everyone has their struggles, right? And that's normal, that's okay. But you need to like do something with it. You cannot just like sit on it, right? You cannot just like put it away all the time. Like, yes, maybe I'm depressed, but I can get drunk on the weekend again, and maybe like after I do this, I get happy. You will never be happy when you do something in terms of consuming something or you hide it away. You only get happy if you work on yourself, if you like make experiences and you expose yourself to difficult things, right? And that's at the end of the day what's going to give you fulfilling, right? And the tool to have this fulfilling comes from where? From this business, because it costs money. Money is a resource. Money is not what you guys think, it's a resource, it's energy. And energy needs to be used. And if you have a lot of energy, you can give a lot of energy. And if you give a lot of energy, you get a lot of energy back. So you're in a cycle of constant having energy, giving energy, getting energy back. That's why I'm so excited since 7 years, because I give a lot of energy, I get a lot of energy, right? So with that being said, guys, this is the start that you need to be aware of. These are the main points for what I wanted to say. And I'll give it over to Yola. Guys, put some very big respect on Yola, because she's the one that started all of this. Obviously, you guys did the same job. But if it wouldn't have been for her, you guys would have not been sitting here knowing about this information. And look, the most beautiful thing that I've seen in this business is that you get someone in the business, they get someone in the business, and lives are changed, right? If I wouldn't have been in this business, I don't know what would have happened to my mom or like my parents or to myself, right? So she is starting this whole chain, so you guys can be very grateful about it, and you can spread it in Norway and Scandinavia in general. With that being said, please give her a big applause.
Yes, thank you for your words.
Easy, right?
So nice. Yeah, I want to finish this team training, this amazing event with some words. First of all, with some gratitude.